Hey guys, my name is Cindel Simpson and today I'm going to demonstrate to you all how to play the guitar. But first, I'm going to introduce to you guys my audience. Here we have my Grandpa Joe, my mom, and my stepdad. So first, I want to explain to you guys why I want to teach you how to play guitar. Well, I learned how to play from my older brothers when I was 8 years old, and I'm so glad I did because, for example, if I had the worst day of my life, I can come home and just write a song about it, and it will make me feel so much better to do that. And I recommend learning how to play because you can also do that. It's a huge stress reliever. Also, you can teach your children how to play, and I really highly recommend teaching your kids how to play because you never know, they might be the next Jimi Hendrix. So, second, I'm going to teach you the parts of the guitar, because if you don't know the parts of the guitar, you can't play the guitar, right? So, this bottom portion here is the body. And as you know, I don't know if you know this already, but this is an acoustic guitar. The reason why it's an acoustic guitar is because it's hollow and it's made of wood. When you strum the strings, because of it being hollow, the sound is projected and amplified to make it louder. Unlike the electric guitar, it's solid, and you have to plug it up to an amplifier for it to be loud. I'm going to move on to this portion. This is the neck, and it's also called the fretboard. If you look closely, these little metal bars on the fretboard, they're called frets. And when you want to play a chord or a note, you have to make sure that your finger is between each fret. When counting the frets, it goes from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. And another thing to know about the frets is that the pitch goes from low to high. Also, the strings. Most guitars are 6-string. They have 6 strings. And, some guitars have 12, but most of the time you'll find a guitar that has 6 strings. Especially if you're a beginner, do not get a 12-string guitar. You don't want to do that. So, like I said about the fretboard, it goes from low to high. It's the same thing with the strings. The strings go from low to high. So now that you know that, I'm going to move to the very bottom of the guitar. This is the headstock. And if you look closely, these shiny things here are the tuners. And these are here for a specific reason. And the reason is, if you turn it down, it lowers the pitch of the string. You turn it up, it higher the pitch. Depending on the song you want to play, you want to be able to tune it. I would recommend, I'm not going to teach you guys how to tune a guitar, but I would recommend going to the store and buying a tuner. And it would really help you learn how to tune your guitar, because if it's not in tune, you cannot play it. So today I'm going to teach you guys 3 different chords. It may seem hard at first, but if you keep practicing, you'll get a lot better at it. I'm going to teach you an E minor. I'm going to teach you an E minor. And a D. With these 3 chords, you can make any song you like. You can put any lyrics to. If you're having a bad day, come home, you can do anything you want with it. So that's why I'm teaching you guys. And I feel like they're really easy chords. They're probably the first 3 chords that I learned when I first started playing. So let's go on. I'm going to show you. We're going to start with an A minor, and you start with your pointer finger. And you want to put your pointer finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. You want to put your middle finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret. And your ring finger, you want to put it on the 5th string, 2nd fret. And as you can see, they're all on the same fret, and they're all in between the 2 bars, which is the 2nd fret. Okay? And it should sound like this when you play it. The second chord I'm going to teach you is an E minor. When I say minor, it means that the note is a little flat. If it's a sharp, it means it's a little more high-pitched. So, here's the E minor. You want to put your pointer finger on the 2nd string, 2nd fret, just like the chord before, but it's a little bit lower. And your middle finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret. And it should sound like this. Last but not least, I'm going to teach you how to play a D. Now the D is a little bit more difficult, so just pay attention. You want to put your first finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret. You're going to put your middle finger on the very last string, the 6th string, 2nd fret, and your ring finger on the 5th string, 3rd fret. And when you play this chord, it should sound like this. Now once you learn how to play these chords and you practice, you should be able to add rhythm to it. And I don't want to forget to mention that you need to make sure you press the strings down hard enough, because if you don't, it'll sound like this. And we don't want to listen to somebody playing music sound like this, do you? Okay. So once you put rhythm to it, I would recommend putting kind of like a metronome in your head. Counting to 4 helps. Snapping, tapping your foot. So once you get a good rhythm down and you practice it, you can make up your own rhythm like I did the other day, and I came up with this. So I hope that helped you guys a little bit. Like I said, it's harder than it looks. I recommend going on YouTube. They do a lot of tutorials, and they teach you different chords and how to play. Like I said about the tuner, I would go make sure you go buy one before you play guitar, because it has to be in tune when you play. And warning, your fingers are going to get tired, but if you don't practice, you won't get better. Practice makes perfect. So thank you for listening, and I hope you learned a little bit.